And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the Long Dark, where in the last stream we finished up Faithful Cartographer. So now it's time to sort of rest and refit so that we're ready in the future to deal with problems we may come across. Probably won't be this stream, but probably next stream. We'll probably try to do Tales of the Far Territory. Probably try to go out and get the radio. But this stream we're basically going to focus on getting the character recovered, getting the equipment repaired, that sort of stuff.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I think the best way to do that is head back down to the coastline. And spend like a day fishing or something. Maybe complete the pending trade we have with Sutherland. So basically the plan for this stream is to have a nice, chill, interloper long dark stream. Not necessarily any real objectives other than to try to get the character to recover. And set this up so that in the beginning of the next stream we can head out to the far territories, which will be interesting because I have never been farther than Broken Railroad. Would have been a couple streams ago, but we did go down to Broken Road, and we looked at the bridge to put across to go into the far territories. So basically getting set up so that we're ready to go past the point that I have not been past before. The alternative, which we may do, it'll probably be far territories, but the alternative would be to go and explore Blackrock Prison. Because I haven't been out to Blackrock Prison.
Someplace to escape this.
Well, I haven't intentionally been out to Blackrock Prison in any saves. There's been a couple saves I've done unrecorded where I spawned there. I don't have the best of luck actually getting out of Blackrock Prison in one piece, so it would be interesting to at some point go back there.
Never felt so cold in my
Cold.
life.
We're going to be warming the carpet. Eat some meat. That should be enough calories to casually get all the way down to at least Mountain Mystery Lake. The meat here, so we don't attract any more attention. And the goal now, if the weather will play along, actually I suppose it might actually work for the other way now that we've got the meat back to the, because the wind's with us this way, back to the cave. Go through the cave. I think this is the opportunity to warm up in the cave and avoid taking some damage. Yeah, both calories and fatigue we're not worried about spending right now. Though I don't necessarily know about this in my inventory food-wise, but there should be plenty of food in Mystery Lake, plenty of food in Coastal Highway. It's just getting down to the food at this point. So this is, well, this is probably unlikely to be your first YouTube video if you're watching this on YouTube from the channel. In the descriptions on YouTube, it should be the link to the entire playlist. So if you want to go see how we got this far into the run, because we are 213 days into the run, I would recommend checking up and watching some of the earlier parts. At this point, we've roughly explored at least all the named locations in the original survival. What is it? Bear Island? So there is some places we haven't been in the game, even though we've done Field Cartographer at this point. We haven't been out to Black Rock Prison, because that, I believe, was added after the achievement. And we haven't been out to the Far Territories. And I don't know if the game tracks your mapping in those locations either. Because it's... I don't think there's a faithful cartographer equivalent for the Far Territories. Okay, that's the owl. Might not want to head out immediately because we haven't completely warmed up. We're a little bit fast traveling through the cave here. Let's contemplate... Okay, so we'll want to leave a cooking pot behind. That's easy to do. We'll leave a can opener behind. Contemplating how I'm going to get the weight down before we go into the climb. Oh, we looted a heavy hammer. Not sure if I want to leave the heavy hammer up here or bring the heavy hammer down with us, but that's 2 kilograms of carrying capacity. We're actually a little light on torches, but it's fine. No, we won't take the gun with us. And we can leave some sticks behind if we need to. Yeah, so okay, shouldn't be that hard to get down the climb. The question here is, do I want to pass some time to warm up? And that's I think what we'll do. Just pass a little bit of time. So, and then we'll get out and moving. I think it's a little closer from here to where we're going. I'm going to do my inventory triage in Grandmother's house. I think that's what it's called in the campaign. Winter Mule. I'm not sure if this counts as Blizzard territory. Isn't Blizzard territory, we're technically going through an area right now where we could run into a wolf, but it's a pretty low chance with the short distance we're going to dash through. We should be able to get to the next cave before taking too much damage. So, looks like it is cold enough that I am not going to be able to avoid taking any damage.
Freezing.
There's the place. There's a way to come down here, or you basically just do the climb right. I'm just going to billy goat down because it's a little bit faster to come down billy goating. So we're going to come up to a fork in the road here shortly. Grandmother's is to the right, but we're going to take a turn to the left here. Grandmother's is that direction. We're going to take a turn left here and hide in this cave for the moment to warm up to avoid taking too much damage. Oh, are we not warm in this cave? That's worrisome. No, I'm not even warm with the bedroll. That's a fun day. Okay, well, we've got the fuel for it, so we're just going to start up a fire and get warm that way. One lump of coal in the fire. And we'll make a little bit of water while we're here waiting. Between the fire and the bread roll will warm up fairly quickly there. And then it just comes down to, do I want to wait for the fire to wear out? So yeah, we're warm. I've got plenty of water. No, I can always do something at Grandmother's when we get there. Yeah, we'll just take
Might
5
have to
torches
drop
with
some
us.
gear.
Stuff behind Ba. Off we go. Again, we probably won't make it all the way to the Grey Willows without taking any damage, but we should be able to make it, pretty much make it there without taking a lot. And yeah, this is definitely blizzard weather. So we're going to lose this torch the moment we leave the wind shelter, but this being blizzard weather is actually maybe in a way good for me, because blizzard weather will mean there's no wolves between me and Grey Willows, which does allow me to sort of sprint down there fairly safely. And by the torch isn't making a big temperature difference, it is making a couple degree difference. Is in theory making us freeze just that little bit slower. And yeah, as was expected, we're not going to be able to keep the torch forever. A little too windy in the blizzard. And yeah, we're probably about halfway there. Let's see if we're taking damage at this point.
So cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
Okay, now we can see it. Flip on it in this house. We'll do some inventory triage in here.
I'm gonna have to leave something
Keep in mind
behind.
things we don't need. Taking things with us that would be useful. Leave the cooking pot behind, because we only really need one of those. I actually will take that hacksaw with me. There's a couple of things of scrap metal we can harvest that way. We don't need the potato, don't need the water. In fact, I'll leave some water behind. Leave a liter of water behind. Leave the lower quality torches behind. This we don't need. Ruined parka. Might do something with ruined parka. Brought guts here in case I had any hides to involve in some crafting, but it looks like the answer to that is no. Scrap metal. Okay, we'll take the scrap metal with us if we can. Fiddle the inventory to get that to fit. We'll leave a can opener, because we only need one. So we'll leave the lower quality one behind. Taking the hammer. Left the pot behind. We've probably been picking more things up than we've been leaving behind, to be fair. We need to leave the food behind. Oh, we can leave the damaged toque and the shirt. Well, actually, is the...
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Is the shirt... Oh, no, the shirt is actually a jacket. So, no, we'll leave the jacket behind. So if we had deerskin, we'd repair the boots. And wolfskin, we'd repair the wolf hide. We don't have tools, so we can't repair that. And that one's leather. We might actually have what we need for the leather repair. Yeah, so we'll quickly do the leather repair. It'd definitely be warmer if the boots were more intact. Oh, and we can definitely lose weight by leaving coal behind. That'll be fine. Okay. In fact, I'm definitely going to leave some coal behind. take like 6 with us, not 11, not 17. Well, that leaves us with plenty of weight, so we can probably get en route, unless there's anything worth interacting with here before we head out. But I think the answer to that is going to be no. Because yeah, I don't have the fluff to repair the bedroll. So we go. Weather is still like blizzard. Yeah, the weather's still blizzard. Which is okay for the moment. It just means we'll have to sprint through town. I think at some point for the Tales of the Hard Heritage, we'll be back in Mountain Town. That'll be a little while. Before we come back.
My fingers feel numb.
Is it this way? Might be this way. There's a convenient building along here that, if I'm going the right way, we'll be able to duck into and warm up in. Then the next stop is the climb itself.
Cold.
This is Milton Park. Milton Park has like a park office. That's what we're going to dock into. Should be coming up shortly. There it is. Let's see what those are now. And we should be warm in there, so I can just duck inside the door and warm up. Yeah, without starting a fire. There we are. I'll sleep until warm. I doubt it's going to get cold enough. Well, it should be getting warmer at this point in the day, so that's going to get cold enough that we're going to be an issue. I'm just sleeping. Yeah, I got another 2 degrees warmer. It doesn't look like it's going to get warm. Well, maybe now that the blizzard's gone away. Warm enough that we can get away with just slow walking. Okay, that's much better weather. Much better weather. Anyway, it's still 3 echelon down, but that's better weather anyway. So I'm going to walk over to the climb. We're going to climb down the climb. Once we're down the climb, there is a cave down there. We'll go duck in that cave to warm up in that cave. Once we're warmed up, we'll go up the next climb. And then we'll be basically back in the Mystery Lake area. We only need about 50% fatigue to get up the next rope climb. Careful without having to be really worried about the inventory. So not too worried about sprinting, so we'll do a decent amount of sprinting here to get to the cave quicker. This area down here can have wolves, so I should be keeping a little bit aware. It doesn't frequently have wolves. It's not a wolf-free stone or free space. So there's the rope climb. The cave's just around the corner here, so we're gonna go into that cave, warm up, and then our goal is to go up that rope.
Too cold to think.
In Mystery Lake, we'll probably find one of our meat pals, fill the character up, find the closest cabin and take a nice long rest before continuing the trip down. Oh, almost ruined thing of antibiotics. Okay, so we are warm in here. In fact, we're like plus 10 degrees. We'll be even warmer in the bedroll, so we'll still roll into that bedroll. Or a 1 hour snooze. Okay, we finish that snooze. Pick up the bedroll. And I suppose we can hydrate. It's not gonna make a huge difference, well, it's not gonna make a difference with our climb speed. Once you're under carrying capacity, reducing your weight doesn't speed you up. And we shouldn't be so fatigued that we're at risk of being overweight in the climb. Though I could be wrong in that part. And up the rope climb we go. The rope. Oh, actually, no, we probably will be a little overweight, because we drop low figures in fatigue. It's a little more fatiguing to climb up than I was remembering. Though at the same time, we're not at... Well... Nope, I think we just cleared it without getting overweight. Ah, just about cleared it without getting overweight. We get a little overweight at the end. Doesn't make too big a difference. Yeah, we can pick our sticks and stones. Sticks and stones may break some bones. But, at least in the case of the sticks here, they're very good at keeping you warm as well. I suppose at this point I should not be sprinting. We're warm enough that I can just slow walk. So I can save the fatiguing calories. Till we get some food to feed the character. Taking our chill walk back down to the coastal highway at this point. We'll stop, we'll feed the character. If the weather stays good, I might try to keep walking, and not take the long rest for the recovery. We'll see how the weather holds. If the weather goes terrible, we're just gonna put the character down for like a 10-hour sleep, to recover much of the condition. Oh, if it was desperate for food, I'd probably grab some cattails, but we're not. We know where food is, we know where our last bear, well, one of our bear kills is. It's fairly nearby. So we just go there. Keep the non-renewable backup food in the world, in case you have emergency food requirements later. Wonder if I need it, don't really need it. Into this cave. We have been out in Not sure really long enough. Some of the coal in this cave might have respawned, like that piece. There we go. And if we see it, we'll go ahead and loot it and bring it over to Trappers. Probably not going to take more than 6 with me down to Coastal Highway. For warming up along the way, but still useful / convenient to have some here. Oh, there's physical. Keep hand on the swivel for those. Not necessary to pick them all up, but renewable resources are renewable.
All I can think about is food.
Not really much to talk about right now. We're kind of walking from place to place. Checking to make sure we aren't leaving any goodies along as we walk. There's the thing of it. Doesn't need the lantern out anymore. Nice, calm. Okay, a little foggy at the moment, but nice, calm Mystery Lake area. And a flyover.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Slip in here, feed our character, do our inventory triage for the trip across. Deleted one first. We're probably going to end up with a partially deleted one anyway, but... Oh, yeah. Okay. Secured moose hide, which we don't need, but we'll pick that up. Just check to make sure there's nothing underneath it. There isn't. So tools, that's what we need to repair the crampons. But we need more scrap metal, because we basically got one repair in us, and one repair isn't going to be enough. Oh, it is a start, which is probably enough for the moment. Let's go ahead, we'll grab one of the saplings here.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
Yeah, we'll spend the rest of the day here. So we'll do some crafting and repair. Well, we're gonna craft the arrow shaft here. And now we got the bits we need to replace our arrow that had the arrowhead break off
Pack
of.
is getting kind of heavy.
Like so. I'm gonna leave the shafts behind. And then yes, we have the stuff to do at least one repair on the crampons. We should do that. I'm screwing with the math and it needs better tools. Might need better tools. Nope. There's the voice for it. Yeah. Put the 2 scraps into it. Got it a lot more repaired. Oh, I should have had the meat first. Oh well. Yeah, I think we're good. It's basically nighttime, so this is probably a good point to sleep. So let's go ahead and sleep for 10 hours. And hopefully we'll have better weather in the morning than we did the previous morning. It kind of sounds like we don't. Which is going to be a shame if that is the case. Do I take the tools with me? I think I'll take the tools with me. Might leave the hammer here, though. That sounds like a plan. Trade the tools for the hammer.
Too much stuff to carry.
Oh, and I don't need these guts. Looks like that's fine. That gets us below weight, so we shouldn't be really worried about weight as we travel. Oh, and we're going to leave the meat behind as well. But we'll leave that outside. Let's see, how bad is the weather? Triple echelon down, so it's cold. So I'll probably go over to the camp office to start the trip over to Coastal Highway. We'll warm up at camp office just in case the weather changes and we get like an aurora or something. Stop to take a sip of water there. So hopefully the raspy throat will
Can't feel my hands.
vanish for a while. We're going to take a little bit of condition damage here. Getting over the camp office, but we've mostly recovered, so the little bit of damage we're going to take isn't going to be too bad.
Goddamn freezing.
And it's kind of the tax of traveling at this time of day. One piece of birch bark, nice to see. I wasn't keeping my head on enough of swivel, I probably would have had a second one. There's something moving. Was that wolf? I don't know, I don't want to find out necessarily. Looking at the time, I should probably go ahead and put a part break in soon. So I'll go ahead and put the part break in when we get into the camp office when we're warming up there. Because we are doing a bunch of sprinting right now. We are burning through fatigue quite a while. Quite a bit. So I might actually just take a longer rest there just to get squarely into the warmer part of the day. We'll see. I suppose I can check to see if I've got any of the supplies I need here, and then there. So, repairing the bedroll. No. And we got some rabbit pelts. Did the mittens need repair? Take those with us. We'll take a pair of those with us because we've got a pretty decent possibility of succeeding. We'll check that out at the beginning of the next episode. Next part. And I think this is a good place to go ahead and put the part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow because I'm going to record 3 more parts today. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to go check up on the family, and then I'll be right back to recording. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.